Hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shin Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in nowhere else but St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Saturday, April the 3rd. Got a couple of happy birthday shout outs going out to Mary Dial, Jamie. Oh, well, we got Mary Dial, just one. No, I have none. I have zero, zilch, zip. Today is Saturday, April the 3rd, and nobody has a birthday. That's right. Sorry to say it, but nobody has turned another year older, and nobody has made another trip around the sun today, except everybody. We're just a little bit older today. Another trip around the sun that we made. Oh, by the way, it is the 2021. Ha ha ha. I do have some Shin Show like shout outs. Those are my folks that like the Shin Show. Mary Dale, or well, Dial. I think it's Dial. Well, it's spelt Dial. Anyway, Jamie O'Driscoll, Leonie Pedraza Fernandez, and my Pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little. And then there's the Shin Show sharers, which would be Steve Clary. Oh, Martin Kelly, we always throw him in there too because, well, he doesn't have time to get back to me every show. And then Craig Wyant, he's out there listening. He don't nary throw a thumbs up or whatever, but I know he's out there. And Donnie Rhodes, I know you're out there too. And of course, my kids, I know they're faithfully listening in, except for the fact that when I ask them what I said, they have no clue. That's okay. Mom and Dad's out there. They're listening in. They're just kind of going on and off around the area. They're out in Arkansas, I think, today. So is the married couple from yesterday. They're out in Arkansas too. If you see them out there in Arkansas, just tell them I said hi. Hi. All right. All right. Get Dales. All right. That covers everybody on there. How about weather forecast today brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship. Refreshing Word Fellowship is located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri. That's South Campus Drive, too, as a matter of fact. St. Charles, Missouri, 63301. Across from the old St. Andrews Plaza. Not the old St. Andrews Plaza. It's still St. Andrews Plaza, but it's the little back part behind there where Standard Drug used to be. In the Horseshoe Plaza. Well, it's across the street from that right there, next to the Kid Care. Yep, that's right. 2054 and 2052. Both buildings both units are allotted to a Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. And Sunday, that'd be tomorrow, Easter Sunday, Resurrection Sunday as I like to call it, we'll be starting our services at 11 a.m. with some worship songs. So come on in, sing along, and enjoy the show. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're fresh in the building and we're just getting our equipment all set up. And so, some of the timing, the words and the lyrics and all that stuff just might not be on time, but that's okay. Y'all start coming in, we guarantee that things are going to get better because God's on the throne and He's got us in the palm of His hand. That's right. And I'm so glad that some of y'all out there are looking for a place to come. And, well, we'll be glad to have you this Sunday at 11 a.m. Resurrection Sunday for sure. You know what? There ain't nothing in the world better than what happened for us when Jesus Christ gave His life for us on that cross. Yes, it was devastating. It was horrible. But I tell you what, the results of what come of it were fine. He gave His life for yours and for mine. Amen and amen, I tell you. All right, hey, how about that weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area? We got clear skies overnight with low temperatures dipping down around 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Temperatures were up to like 76 degrees today. Nice and balmy warm. Anyway, winds are going to be southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for, how about Sunday? That's tomorrow, you know. April the 4th. We're going to have sunshine and some clouds. Highs are going to be around 78 degrees Fahrenheit and winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. You know, that's pretty mild for Easter Sunday in the St. Charles area. Normally it decides it wants to rain or something, but we're going to be good. We're going to be good. God's smiling on us this year for sure, for sure. Mostly clear skies overnight. Temperatures around 53 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then how about Monday, April the 5th? Partly cloudy skies, highs around 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures around 59 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. 78, 79, boy, I tell you, the weather is fine. 81, Tuesday. 81 degrees. Intervals of clouds and sunshine. Highs near 81 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then mostly cloudy skies overnight with low temperatures around 61 degrees Fahrenheit. And winds are going to be south to southeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, I'm telling you, friends, this is St. Charles for you. Missouri weather, if you don't like it, give it a day. It'll change. 81 degrees. That's right, 61 overnight. And, well, how about, okay, we're okay. Wednesday, April the 7th. Scattered thunderstorms throughout the day may contain some strong gusty winds. Highs around 72 degrees Fahrenheit with winds south at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 50% and then scattered thunderstorms in the evening. Then variable clouds overnight with more showers at times. Lows are going to be around 52 degrees Fahrenheit and winds are going to be south to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Chances of rain at that point in time, 60%. Now, this is what I was about ready to say. 72 degrees, well, we had, 76, 78, 79, 81, 72. Overnight temperature of 52 degrees, and the temperature is going to climb up a whole 10 degrees from that for Thursday, April the 8th. 62 degrees. That's right. Cloudy with a few showers. Highs around 62 degrees for Thursday, April the 8th. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Chances of rain 30%. Few showers early with mostly cloudy conditions overnight and lows around 49 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour and chances of rain 40%. Like I said, don't like the weather? Hang around for a day or so and it'll change for you. It will change. But that day it's going to drop out and then it's going to be on the climb for the rest of the time. All right, let's see. We got songs, lyrics, and songs. How about a song? Any old song. How about, I'll try it. I'll give it a shot. I don't know how good it's going to be, but we'll give it a shot. But first off, a little H2O for me. And gotta wet the whistle. Ooh-ee. Oh, I can't do that. A wing a whack, a wing a whack, a wing a whack. Song lyrics in the jungle. A wee do wee a wee away a wee do wee in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the quiet jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh wee, you way, yeah. Wing, you way. And near the village, the peaceful village, the lion sleeps tonight. Near the village, the quiet village, the lion sleeps tonight. In the air. Ra la 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 la, we are going yay. Hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, lion sleeps tonight. Oh, hush, my darling, don't fear, my darling, the lion sleeps tonight. Oh, a wing, a walk, 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 a wing. All right, there you go. That was in the jungle. Huh? I don't even know who done that. I do not own the song lyrics. The Tokens. The Tokens done that one. Don't own the rights to that song lyrics and don't know the rights to the music that went along with it. I don't even own the rhythm that went along with it. But that's okay. I just slaughtered it, so I wasn't in rhythm and I wasn't in tone. So, ha 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 ha. Can't nail me for copyright issue because that was nowhere close. That's right. That's right. Nowhere close. Let's see what else we got. I know there's another song that I've been wanting to sing lately, and let's call it song lyrics, Bad Moon on the Rise. Yeah, I used to reverb this one. Well, there's a bathroom on the right. I see the bad moon arising. I see the troubles on the way. I see the earthquake and lightning. I see bad times today. Oh, don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. This is Cretan's Clearwater Revival, CCR, kicking it back at you. Bad Moon on the Rise, that's their title and that's their disguise. I'm telling you folks, I'm just one of those guys that's not stealing lyrics or stealing the song. I'm just trying to help you sing along. Well, I hear a hurricane a-blowing. I hear the end is coming soon. I fear the rivers are flowing, and I hear the voices of rage and ruin. Well, don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. All right, hope you got your things together. Hope you're quite prepared to die. Looks like we're in for nasty weather. One eye is taken for an eye. Well, don't go around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. Well, there's a bad moon on the rise. I said, well, don't go around tonight. And don't come around tonight. Well, it's bound to take your life. There's a bad moon on the rise. Boy, I messed that up, but that's okay. It's their lyrics, not mine, and I don't claim it to be mine. It's all theirs, and they can have it, my friends. I do not own the rights to that song, nor do I own the lyrics, the rights, the lyrics, rhythm, the blues. I have no clue. Let's see, what kind of a story are we going to do? You know it's time for bedtime stories for the kids, and TV Grandpa is on the way. That's right, it's time for TV Grandpa, and, well, I brought my kids to the attention of it today because, well, sometimes I guess they just don't get a chance to catch the show. And, well, here we go. How about The Shadow? We're going to try that one tonight. Don't know. The Shadow Fairy Tale. It is in the hot lands that the sun burns. Sure enough, there the people become quite a mahogany brown. Aye, and in the hottest lands, they are burnt to nigrerosis. But now, it was only to the hot lands that a learned man had come from the cold. There he thought that he could run about just as when at home, but he soon found out his mistake. He and all sensible folks were obliged to stay within doors. The windows shutters and the doors were closed the whole day. It looked as though if the whole house slept, or there was no one at home. The narrow streets with the high houses was built so that the sunshine must fall there from morning till evening. It was really not to be born. Anyway, the learned man from the cold land, he was a young man, and it seemed to be he was a learned man from a cold land. Sorry, I'm in a muscle spasm, and I gotta try to catch up. Sorry, kids. Pardon the interruption. Because, well, Grandpa does that occasionally. He have a muscle spasm. Okay, where were we? Okay, learned man began to well, the learned man from the cold lands, he was a young man, and it seemed to be a clever man. Sat in a glowering oven. That's right, it took effect on him. He became quite meager. Even his shadow shrunk in. What? For the sun had also an effect on it. It was a fast. First, towards evening, when the sun was down, that they began to freshen up again. In the warm lands, every window has a balcony, and the people come out on all the balconies in the street. Well, for one must have air, even if one becomes accustomed to be mahogany. It was lively both up and down the street, and tailors and shoemakers and all of the folks moved out into the street. Chairs and tables were brought forth, and candles burnt. Yes, above 1,000 lights were burning, and the one talked and the other sung. The people walked and church bells rang, and as the asses went along with a dingle dangle ding dong. Well, for they too had bells on. The street boys were screaming and hooting and shouting and shooting with devils and detonating bells, and there came corpses bearers and hood wearers, for there were funerals with psalms and hymns, and then the din of the carriages driving, the company arriving. Yes, it was in truth lively enough down in the street, only in that single house, which stood opposite that in which the learned foreigner lived. It was quite still, and yet someone lived. And yet someone lived there, for there stood flowers in the balcony. They grew so well in the sun's heat, and that they could not do unless they were watered. And someone must water them. There must be somebody there. The door opposite was also opened late in the evening, but it was dark within, at least in the front room. Further in there was heard a sound of music, and the learned foreigner thought it quite marvelous. But now, it might be that he only imagined it, for he found everything marvelous out there in the warm lands. If there had only been no sun, the stranger's landlord said that he didn't know who had taken the house opposite one. If there had been only no sun, the stranger's landlord said that he did not know who had taken the house opposite, and one saw no. This isn't too long of a story. We're going to do a different story. That's what we're going to do. If we can find a different story. I thought these were supposed to be short stories. I mean, we were supposed to be reading a short story. I am having spasms and trouble, you see. I can't keep up. Okay, we're going to do the butterfly fairy tale. There was once a butterfly who wished for a bride, and as many as may be supposed, he wanted it to choose a very pretty one from among the flowers. He glanced with a very critical eye at all the flower beds, and found that the flowers were seated quite entirely on their stalks, just as maidens should sit before they are engaged. But there was a great number of them, and it appeared as if his search would become very wearisome. The butterfly did not like to take too much time, so he flew off on a visit to the daisies. The French called this flower Marguerite, and they say that the little daisy can prophesy lovers. Well, pluck off the leaves, and they pluck each leaf. They ask a question about their lover. Thus, does he or does she not love me? Ardently, distractedly, very much, a little, not at all, and so on. Every one speaks these words in his own language. The butterfly came also to Marguerite to inquire, but he did not pluck off her leaves. He pressed a kiss on each of them, for he thought there was always more to be done by kindness. Darling Marguerite Daisy, he said to her, you are the wisest woman of all the flowers. Pray tell me which of the flowers I shall choose for my wife, which will be my bride. When I know, I will fly directly to her and propose. But Marguerite did not answer him. She was offended that he should call her a woman when she was only a girl. And there is a great difference. He asked her a second time, and then a third, but she remained dumb and answered not a word. Then he would wait no longer, but flew away to commence his wooing at once. It was in the early spring, when the crocus and the snowdrops were in the full bloom. They are very pretty, thought the butterfly, charming little lasses, but they are rather formal. Then, as the young lads often do, he looked out for the elder girls. He next flew to the anemones. They were rather sour to his taste, and the violet a little too sentimental. the lime blossom too small, and besides, there was such a large family of them. And then the apple blossoms, though they looked like roses, bloomed today, but might fall off tomorrow. With the first wind that blew, and he thought that a marriage with one of them might last too short a time. The pea blossoms pleaded him, pleased him most of all. She was white and red, graceful and slender, and belonged to those domestic maidens who have a pretty appearance and can yet be useful in the kitchen. He was just about to make her an offer when close by the maiden he saw a pod with a withered flower hanging at the end. "Who is that?" he asked. "That is my sister," replied the pea blossom. "Oh, indeed, and you will be like her some day?" "Yes," said he, and he flew away directly, for he felt quite shocked. The honeysuckle hung forth from the hedge in full bloom, but there were so many girls like her, with long faces and sallow complexions. Now he did not like her, but which one did he like? Hmm, hmm. Spring was went by, and summer drew towards its close. Autumn came, but he had not decided. The flowers now appeared in their most gorgeous robes, but all in vain. They had not the fresh fragrance air of youth, for the heart asks for fragrance even when it's no longer young, and there's very little of that to be found in the dahlias or the dry chrysanthemum. Therefore the butterfly turned to the mint, and on the ground, this plant had no blossom, but it is sweetness all over, full of fragrance from head to foot, and with the scent of a flower in every leaf. "I will take her," said the butterfly, and he made her an offer, but the mint stood silent and stiff as she listened to him. At last she said, "Friendship, if you please, nothing more. I am old and you are old, but we may live for each other just the same as to marry. No, not let us appear ridiculous at our age." And so it happened that the butterfly got no wife at all. He had been too long choosing, which is always a bad plan, and the butterfly became what is called an old bachelor. It was late in the autumn, with the rainy and the cloudy weather, and the cold winds blew over the bowed backs of the willows, and so they cracked again, and it was not the weather for flying around in summer clothes, but fortunately the butterfly was not out in it. He had got a shelter by chance. It was in a room heated by a stove, and as warm as summer. He could exist here, he said, well enough, but it is not enough merely to exist, said he. I need freedom, sunshine, and a little flower for company. Well, then he flew against the window pane, and was seen the admired by those in the room, who caught him and stuck him on a pin in a box of curiosities. They could not do more for him. "Now I am perched on a stalk like the flower," said the butterfly. "It is not very pleasant, certainly. I should imagine it is something like being married, For here I am stuck fast, and with this thought he consoled himself a little. That seems very poor consolation, said one of the plants in the room that grew in a pot. Ah, thought the butterfly, one can't very well trust these plants in pots. They have too much to do with mankind. Okay, well, I hope you guys, it probably bored you to right to sleep. So, Mom and Dad, you're welcome. Anyway, that looks like it takes us to our part of the program called Our Daily Bread. Our Daily Bread today is going to be brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Today's reading of the Bible is going to be Judges 19 through 21 and Luke 7:31 through 50. And so don't forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 to get your daily reading of the Bible. Alrighty then, let's see here. Today's devotion is called Riding the Waves. That's what I was trying to find earlier, was a wave riding song, but I didn't find anything. So anyway, we're going to be reading Psalm 89, 5 through 17. The heavens praise your wonders, Lord, your faithfulness too, in the assembly of the holy ones. For who is in the skies above can compare with the Lord? Who is like the Lord among the heavenly beings? In the council of the holy ones, God is greatly feared. He is more awesome than all who surround him. Who is like you, Lord God Almighty? You, Lord, are mighty, and your faithfulness surrounds you. You rule over the surging seas, and when its waves mount up, you still them. You crush Rahab like one of the slain. With your strong arm, you scattered your enemies. The heavens are yours, and yours are the earth, and the foundlings, the world, and all that is in it. You created the north and the south, Tabor and Hermon. Sing for joy at your name. Your arm is endowed with power, and your hand is strong, your right arm exalted. Your righteousness and justice are the foundation of your throne. Love and faithfulness go before you. Blessed are those who have learned to acclaim you, who walk in the light of your presence, Lord. They rejoice in your name all day long. They celebrate your righteousness, for you are their glory and their strength. And by your favor you exalt our horn. And there you have it. That was Psalm 89, 5 through 17, which concludes the Daily Bread portion of the program, brought to you by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. A daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Do not forget to tune into the Bible with Briscoe 2021 to get your daily reading of the Bible. All right, my friends, hey, that looks like the end of it for me, and I'm going to have to sing one more song for you, and that would be, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. Don't worry about my eye, my friends, my eye. Straw's about 3 inches away from it, so we're not in any worry about poking it out. All right, Florida. Hey, this here's been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I. So come back and see me again tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here, and I hope that you are too.